Hello everyone, my name is Mutedi. Okay, in this chapter, we will learn how to create the first part of an official document in Microsoft Word. In local government office, many documents start with the name of the institution, the address, and the title of the activity or document. If this part is clear and well organized, the whole document looks more official and professional. Today, we will create a simple official document header using base word function, such as text input, center alignment, bold text, font size, or line spacing, underline, and saving. Okay, let's begin. First, open Microsoft Word. And on the start screen, select blank document. Now, we have a new empty document. This is where we will create our official document header. Let's type the text together, one line at a time. First, type the name of the institution and press once to move to the next line. Now type the postal address. After typing the address, press enter twice. This will leave one blank line between the address and the activity type. Now type the activity title. Let's check the text that we have entered. The first line is the name of the local government office. The second line is the postal address. And third line is the activity title. This is a common structure used in official document. So now we will place the institution name and address in the center of the page. First select these two lines. Then go to the Home tab. In the paragraph group, and click the Center Align button. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl E. Now, the institution name and address are placed in the center. So center alignment is often used for institution names, document type, and important heading. Next, we will make the institution name bold. Select the first line, and then click the bold button on the Home tab in here. So you can also press Ctrl B. Ctrl B is shortcut for bold. Now the institution name is easier to see. Bold text is useful when you want to emphasize important information such as institution names, document type, and section headings. Now we will adjust the font size. The institution name should be larger than the address. So select the institution name and change the font size to 40 or 60. Next, select the address. Change the font size to 11 or 12. Now select the activity type and change the font size to 12 or 30. In an official document, not all text needs to have the same size. So the institution name can be larger, the address can be smaller, and the document type can use a medium font size. This makes the document easier to read. In official document, institution names and document type are often written in uppercase letter. So, for example, this text can be changed into. To change the text into uppercase, select the first text first. Then go to the Home tab, and in the font group, click the Change Case button. It is marked with the letter AA. And choose uppercase. Now the text has been changed into uppercase. So Uppercase letters can make official titles look clearer and more formal. Now, we will adjust the line spacing. Sometimes the line in a document looks too close together or too far apart. Line spacing helping us control the space between the lines. Select the top part of the document, then go to the Home tab and click Line and Paragraph Spacing. In here, Line and Paragraph Spacing. Choose 1.0 and 1.50. Now the top part of the document looks clear. So for a simple official document header, line spacing of 1.0 or 1.50 is usually enough. Next, we will organize the space between the address and the activity title. The institution name and address can stay close together. So, however, it is better to leave some space between the address and the activity title. So, place the cursor at the end of the address line. Press Enter once. This creates one blank in line between the address and the activity title. Now, the activity title is clearly separated from the address. But sometimes one blank line may look too wide. If the space is too wide, we can reduce it by changing the font size of the blank line. So place the cursor on the blank line between anywhere, and the address and the activity title, you don't need to select any text because there's no text on this line. So just make sure that the cursor is blinking on the blank line. Go to the Home tab. In the font size box, change the font size of the blank line to 6 or 8 or 2, 3. Now the space between the address and the activity title is smaller. The font size of a blank line also affects the height of that line. A larger font size creates a wider space, while a smaller font size creates a narrow space. You can try different font size until the spacing looks appropriate. For example, you can use font size 6 or 8 to create a smaller space. Make sure that you change only the font size of the blank line. Don't reduce the font size of the address or the activity title by mistake. In this beginner lesson, we are using a simple way to organize the spacing. We can press Enter to create a blank line and then adjust the font size of that blank line if the space is too wide. Now, we will underline the activity title. Select the activity title, then click the Underline button. It's here on the Home tab. You can also press Ctrl-U, is shortcut. Now the activity title is emphasized. Underline can be used for document title or activity title. However, don't use it too much. If too much text is underlined, the document can become difficult to read. Finally, we will save the document. Go to the file and choose the folder. Go to the file and click Save As. Save As. And for this practice, we can use the following file name: official header practice. Then click Save. It is very important to save your work often. In the next chapter, we may use the document that we created today. Now, let's review what we practiced in this chapter. We created a new Word document and institution name, address, and activity type, and we used center alignment for the institution name and address. We made the institution name bold. We adjust the font size. We changed text into uppercase. We adjust the line spacing. We add a blank line between the address and the activity title. We also learn how to reduce the space by changing the font size of the blank line. We underline the activity title And finally, we saved the document. This is final result on chapter 1. So easy. This is simple but useful official document header. In the next chapter, we will continue working with this document and learn how to create a table for a beneficiary list or attendance list. That is the end of chapter 1. Please practice this face function again. Typing and selecting text using bold, changing the font size, applying center alignment, adjusting spacing, underlying text, and saving a document. This function will appear again in later chapters, so you don't need to memorize everything at once. The most important thing is to practice step by step. In the next chapter, we will learn how to create lists using table. See you in chapter 2. Bye.